Okay, good morning for the students who are coming. Good morning. Enter please to the quiz. This quiz is similar, as I say, is very similar to Angle examination, to the
Teacher,
placement test.
¿puede volver a mandar el link por el chat? Es que lo que pasa es que recién ingresé.
Okay. Don't worry, it's in the chat. The link and the code. Okay. Enter, please, enter. This is only for preparation, okay? It's only for that.
Profesor, disculpe, ¿me puede mandar el link? Es que recién entré.
Okay, Nurka. It's in the chat, please. Look. This quiz has only 20 questions, 22 questions. No, the real evaluation has 100. No, but we are going to practice in different times. Okay, different times. Okay, you can go to the chat. The link is there, the code. Then you can enter.
El nuevo link.
It's in the chat, my friend Leonardo.
Teacher, que recién entré.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, go to the chat, please. Okay, good. Good morning for the students who are coming. Good morning, welcome.
Teacher, no sé si sea de mi internet, porque cuando entré, o sea, cuando ya puse para entrar al quizzes, me botó de frente.
Yeah, it's your internet connection, Luciana. No, when you had problems, no, that happens. Okay? But don't worry, en la tarde, en la clase grabada de hoy, voy a poner otra vez este quiz. ¿Ok? Para que puedas hacerlo, tal vez sin estar en Zoom. A veces combinando Zoom, quizzes, el internet se satura. ¿Ok?
Ya, teacher, gracias.
For the rest, let's continue, okay? Let's continue with the quiz. Oh, you don't notice the difference between gear. A man, boy, and a woman. Some of you make mistakes there. Yeah, some of you had finished it. Good. If you finish it, this quiz, please. If you finish it, now open your ELT skills, okay? We are going to work in the ELT skills. Very good, Angel. Open now, please, your ELT skills, okay? Very good, Christina. Open, please, now the platform. Alcantara, very good, Daniel. Raider, very good. Allison, good job. Let's open now the ELT skills, okay? you know, the book, the real book, we need the real book, and the platform. Camila Santillana, very good. Camila Baltazar, very good. Camila, you finish it, good. Julio, very good. Belen, good Belen. One question more. Good. If you finish it, please, the quiz, now open the ELT book. Okay? Open, please, the ELT book. And enter to the platform. Martin, very good, Martin. Very good, Daira, you finish it, good. Adriana, very good, Adriana. Enrique, good job. One question more, please. Finish. Fabricio, very good. Jose, very good. Open, please, now your ELT book and your ELT skills, okay, the platform. Finish, please. Very good, Leonardo. Valerie, very good. You finish it. Diego, good. Nurka, one question more, Nurka. Very good. For the students who are in the platform, 5B, okay? 5B. Yes? Oh, very good, Nurka. If you finish it, please open your platform, okay? The book and the platform. 5B, okay? For the students who are finishing, open the ELT book, the real book. The page is 18. And in the platform is 5B. You see, 5B. Let me see if all the students had finished. Let's see.
Profesor, ¿qué unidad?
The 5B, Nurka. Yeah, all of you, most of you had finished, no? Very good. Now, please, let's work in the class, okay? Let's start with the class. Now, the last class, we see how music used to be in the past, no? We talk about some kind of music, like rock, the disco music. Now, we are going to learn about ancient musical instrument, okay? And we are going to learn about this, no? The hurdy-gurdy, the gram horns, the lute, the pipe and tabor or rebec, okay? Just listen, please. Let's listen some ancient musical instrument.
Profe, ¿qué unidad?
5B in the platform. As you can see, that was the hurdy-gurdy. Okay, this is a hurdy-gurdy. These are Graham's horns. Okay, Graham horns. This. Okay. Let's listen the lute, okay? The lute, this. You see, it's very similar to a guitar, no? It's very similar. Okay. The pipe and tabor is another ancient instrument. As you can see, the same people play the two instruments at the same time. The tabor and the pipe. Okay, and to finish, let's listen the rebec. You see, this is a small instrument similar to a violin, no? And also it's used a bow. This is a bow. The things that you move when you play. Okay? This is a rebec. Okay? Now please, let's work in the book, okay? In the platform and in our books. Is the 5B, please. Lesson 5, Unit 5, sorry. Unit 5, Lesson B. In your book is the page 18. Okay? This page, 18. We are going to listen an interview. Okay?
Profe, ya hicimos eso, creo.
No, we
Creo
didn't.
que sí.
We complete the before, no? The 17. We are going to work in the 18. Okay? Listen, please, the interview to complete. 5B in the book. Page 18. Listen, please.
Joe Miller, an expert on musical instruments, is in the studio with us today. We're going to talk about ancient instruments, right, Joe?
That's right, the lyre and the harp.
What's the difference between them?
Well, the lyre is much smaller than the harp. It's shaped like the letter U. It has strings, and you play it with your fingers.
The harp is much bigger, right?
Yes, bigger and heavier. It's not easy to carry around. It has strings too. The ancient Egyptians used to play the harp for their pharaohs.
Did they used to play the violin or the guitar too? I mean, they both have strings.
No, they didn't. The violin and the guitar appeared much later, but a similar ancient instrument was the lute. Lutes look like guitars or violins, but some are in the shape of squares or triangles. In Portugal, they even used to make lutes which look like fish.
Does a lute have a bow like a violin?
No, it doesn't. Now, the sound of each instrument.
Let's listen one more time, please, to complete, okay? Try to complete one more time.
Joe Miller, an expert on musical instruments, is in the studio with us today. We're going to talk about ancient instruments, right, Joe?
That's right, the lyre and the harp.
What's the difference between them?
Well, the lyre is much smaller than the harp. It's shaped like the letter U. It has strings and you play it with your fingers.
The harp is much bigger, right?
Yes, bigger and heavier. It's not easy to carry around. It has strings too. The ancient Egyptians used to play the harp for their pharaohs.
Did they used to play the violin or the guitar too? I mean, they both have strings.
No, they didn't. The violin and the guitar appeared much later, but a similar ancient instrument was the lute. Lutes look like guitars or violins, but some are in the shape of squares or triangles. In Portugal, they even used to make lutes which looked like fish.
Does a lute have a bow like a violin?
No, it doesn't. Now, the sound of each instrument.
Okay. Now, please, if you had some words, go please to Zoom. Go to Zoom. Help me to complete the one. What did you hear in number one? What word? Completing number two, or three, or four, okay? Complete the words you listened. Let's listen one more time, okay? If you are missing some of this, okay? One more time.
Joe Miller, an expert on musical instruments, is in the studio with us today. We're going to talk about ancient instruments, right, Joe?
That's right, the lyre and the harp.
What's the difference between them?
Well, the lyre is much smaller than the harp. It's shaped like the letter U. It has strings and you play it with your fingers.
The harp is much bigger, right?
Yes, bigger and heavier. It's not easy to carry around. It has strings too. The ancient Egyptians used to play the harp for their pharaohs.
Did they used to play the violin or the guitar too? I mean, they both have strings.
No, they didn't. The violin and the guitar appeared much later, but a similar ancient instrument was the lute. Lutes look like guitars or violins, but some are in the shape of squares or triangles. In Portugal, they even used to make lutes which looked like fish.
Does a lute have a bow like a violin?
No, it doesn't. Now, the sound of each instrument.
Okay. Tell me, please, if you can write here, tell me with a microphone, okay? Let's see. Fabricio, tell me, please. What
Teacher,
number?
number one,
Yeah, what is?
musical.
Musical. Okay, I'm going to, you have texto, no? The option, okay, musical.
Okay, teacher.
Good. Another student, please. Okay, Camila. Tell me, please, Camila, what number?
Number 9, teacher.
Okay,
Fish.
fish. Good. Another student, please, who has completed these words. Alison, what about you? No words?
No, teacher.
Jose, what about you? No? Martín,
Teacher.
Luciana Arbe, Camila, Diego, any word? Adriana, did you hear some of these words? No? Leonardo, what about you? Fabricio? Oh, sorry. Fabricio completed this, no? Musical. Let's listen one more time, okay? Listen, please.
Joe Miller, an expert on musical instruments, is in
An expert on musical. Listen.
the studio with us.
One more time, listen.
Joe Miller, an expert on musical instruments, is in the studio.
A musical
Instrument.
Good. Are two words. An expert on musical instruments. Okay. Now the number two. Okay. Listen. Number two.
Joe Miller, an expert on musical instruments, is in the studio with us today. We're going to talk about ancient instruments.
We are going to talk about ancient instrument. This word ancient means old instrument. Okay? Ancient. Ancient instrument. Okay? All instruments. Let's continue. Okay, listen.
Right, Joe?
That's right, the lyre and the harp.
Well, what's the difference between them?
Well, the lyre is much smaller than the
You
Much small?
a small, good, but is the comparative. The comparative of a small,
A small that? Smaller.
a smaller. No, a smaller. You see, the lyre is much smaller than the harp. The harp is big. The lyre is a smaller. Okay, that's a smaller. Big and smaller. Okay, let's continue. Okay, 4. Listen, please. Number 4.
harp. It's shaped like the letter U. It has strings and you play.
It has a strings. Yeah, this word you don't know, no? Teacher, what is a string? A strings is the part of the musical instrument that this, pay attention, is here. These are strings, this, the red, this. The guitars, for example, has strings. The guitars, the harps, the lyre. Okay, cuerdas in English, strings. Okay, let's listen.
Play it with your fingers.
The harp is much bigger, right?
Yes, bigger and heavier.
Bigger and
Heavier.
heavier. Very good. Heavier, comparative of heavy. Heavy, heavier. Okay, heavier. Good. The next, please. Listen.
It's not easy to carry around. It has strings too. The ancient Egyptians used to play the harp for their pharaohs.
The old Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians.
Used to play.
Yes, very good, Alison. Used to play. Used to play, no, the harp for their pharaohs. You see? Used to play, because talking about past, no? Continue, please, with 7. Listen.
Did they used to play the violin or the guitar too?
7.
Guitar, teacher?
Before guitar, before. The guitar.
Violin.
Violin, very
I mean, they
good.
both have strings.
Violin, no? The interviewer, sir, no, says if the ancient Egyptians used to play the violins or guitar. And they say no, because the violin and the guitar, these instruments appeared much later, are modern instruments. Okay, guitar, violin are modern instruments. Listen, please.
Strings.
No, they didn't. The violin and the guitar appeared much later, but a similar ancient instrument was the lute. Lutes look like guitars or violins, but some are in the shape of squares or triangles. In Portugal, they even used to make lutes which looked like fish.
Does a lute have a bow like a violin?
No, it doesn't. Now, the sound of each
Good, Camila. Fish, no? It's fish. And the last word is bow. Okay? Does the lute have a bow? No. A bow is this piece of musical that you use like in the violin. But the lute, it hasn't. Okay? No bow. Okay? Complete, please, in your book and in the platform. This is the activity J.
Profe, parece que hay un error.
Profe, a mí también.
A mí me
Igual,
parece que
profe.
es raro.
Profe, ¿y nos puede revisar eso?
Are you sure? Musical instrument.
Sí, profe, hemos puesto eso
Ancient.
exactito.
Smaller, string, heavier, used to play, violin, appeared, Fish and bowl.
Profesor, a mí también me parece que tengo un error.
One more. Check.
Teacher, en donde dice musical instrument, tiene que ir la S, donde dice instruments.
Yeah, it's here, the T. Instrument.
Teacher,
No,
cuando yo
profe, se
puse
refiere a
así,
la S, no a la T.
la S.
Instruments.
Profesora, la S.
Instrument. This word?
O sea, teacher, acá ponerle una S.
Ah, instruments in plural.
Ajá, profesor, porque así me...
Musical instruments, yeah. They say Joe Miller, an expert on musical instruments. Yes, it's in plural, this part, okay? Thank you, Nilka. Musical instruments. This is an S. Thank you, Nilka. Now, please complete, check. Now, activity K. The activity K is the page 19 in your book. Page 19. We are going to complete this sentence using used to, the grammar we learned. We have two options, no? In affirmative, we say used to plus the verb. This is in affirmative. And in negative, we use didn't. Remember, didn't used to plus the verb. Okay? Now let's complete this sentence using used to or the negative. Didn't used to. Go please to Zoom, okay? Go to Zoom, más opciones, anotar, texto please, texto, no dibujar, texto. And let's complete these words, this sentence. My brother, the violin in an orchestra, when he was younger. Robbie Williams, no, this is an actor. Used to play, very good. Good job. Continue with the rest. Continue with the rest, please, with the rest. Go to más opciones, anotar, and texto. In this case, not, no? Not means negative. The negative form. Didn't used to like. Oh, very good. Didn't used to like. Used to be, very good. Robbie Williams used to be a member. Good. Martín, you have an option, texto. Martín, busca la herramienta texto. Más opciones, anotar, texto tienes que ir. Tienes que ir a texto. Con dibujar va a ser casi imposible que complete. Oh, sorry. I erased those things. One more time, please. This is used to be, no? Used to be. Used to be. And this was didn't. Used to work, very good. Used to work. Didn't use to listen, no? The verb is equal, huh? The verb don't change. Equal. Didn't used to listen. And the last place, the last, used to collect. Very good. That is the word. Good. Used to collect. Very good. Now is your turn, please, okay? Now is your turn. Working activities A, B, C, D, E, F. One advice, work with a D. The activity D is easy. It's to match instruments, okay? Working the activity D. You are going to match instruments. Look, what instrument is the first? A flute, a trumpet, a piano, A violin. It's a flute, no? You see? Flute. Okay, the D is easy. Let's work in activity D. Then you continue. A, B, C. Okay? Let's work, please, in the activities. This is the 5B, huh? 5B. Finish J, K, then continue. D. Oh, sorry. Come on, this eraser is not working.
Profe, ¿hasta qué actividad tenemos que hacer?
A, B, C, D, E, F, Joshua, please. These 6 activities. Let's work, please, in the activities, okay? Let's work. You can start with activity D. It's easy. The activity D is easy.
Profesor,
Yes.
hice la actividad K y me corrigió mal.
The K,
A mí también, profe.
0%.
No, teacher.
Okay, Allison, please. Allison and
Profe
Fabricio.
dice que yo tengo un error.
A mí sí está bien, pero yo lo copié igual y está bien.
Yes, Allison, please, and Fabricio. Clicking send and lock request. Okay, clicking that part. Send and lock request. I'm going to unblock the activity. Okay, for one opportunity more. Click send and lock request.
Profesor, yo lo presioné.
Yes? Okay, let me check, okay? One more time.
Profe, yo también me corrigió mal. Y me parece lo mismo que ha escrito. Tachado.
Sometimes the platform has committed errors. Let's see. Activity K, no? Allison, activity K. Luciana Arbe, Luciana. I'm going to unblock your activity, okay? The activity J to complete.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, I'm going one opportunity more, Luciana, please. Activity J. Okay, let's work, please, in the activities. Okay. Diego, very good, Diego. Very good. DE, very good. Jose. Good job, Jose. Good. Continue. Martin, very good. Martin, the activity D, please. D. Easy. This is very easy. Luciana, good. Camila, very good. 5B, please, Camila, okay? Adriana, good. Let me check. Mhm. Very good. Joshua, good job. Continue, please. Alison, continue, Alison, continue. Mateo, very good, Mateo. Belen, very good, Belen, continue. Cristina, very good, Cristina, very good. Angel, good job. Valerie, very good. Enrique, very good, Enrique, continue. Leonardo, good job, Leonardo, continue, please. Continue, Leonardo. Activity K. Then A, B, C, D, E, F. Fabricio, good. Raider, very good, Raider. Daira, let's work, please, Daira. Activities J, K, let's work. Nurka, good. Activity K, Nurka, K. Camila, very good. Hector, good, Hector. Continue, please. Continue with activities. In the F, in the activity F, remember, used to, solía, didn't used to, the negative, okay? That's all. Look at the picture. He used to be thin when he was young, or didn't used to? Look at the picture. This is thin or chubby or fat. It's a synonym of chubby, fat. Okay, it's time. Sorry, we don't have much time. But finish, please. Are not difficult, these activities. E, it's not so difficult. The activity F, you know, used to, didn't used to.